All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB. And today we are checking in on Zach Wilson, and we're going to try to answer the question of, is he still struggling or is he progressing? But before we jump into it, I want you guys to know I'm a huge FTA guy, which means comment for the algorithm. Please like this video, and then please subscribe to the channel. Or, as I always say, you can wait till the end, and hopefully I'll earn it. And we just launched a Patreon account. I am trying to post content there almost every single day. I've got free trials. Please, 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 if you enjoy this channel, go check it out. But guys, I'm excited about this one because I think Zach Wilson was a guy, when he was coming out of BYU, man, I was really high on him. And I think every once in a while we saw those flashes. But what I want to try to answer is, man, is he still struggling or is he progressing with the help of Aaron Rodgers and, Coach Hackett and all those guys in New York? So without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team. First clip we've got for you guys, and I'm going to be honest with you. It is probably my least favorite play in football. However, if we're Zach Wilson, we still got to hit this thing. So we just got triple slant. All right. Reading this thing inside out. 1, 2 to 3. Zach does a really good job. One's not there. Working a 2. Easy money, right? Except for we miss way behind him. So, I mean, I shouldn't say it's my least favorite play because it is a pretty simple read. You're going to see this guy run with. We've got off coverage here, which then makes it to where this guy's open. Simple read. He does a good job making it. We gotta be ball in front, right? We got to be ball on the front shoulder. And that's where I think, a little bit, you would like to see this accuracy improve just a little bit. And you could blame his feet, right? You could say, hey, he's stuck on his first progression with his feet, and then he's trying to throw it out to his second progression. But the reality is we should be able to have our base set here and then still relocate our shoulders and deliver this ball, which is exactly what he's trying to do from a mechanic standpoint. So we should be able to do that, And listen, sometimes you just miss behind, right? So that's just part of playing football. Sometimes, hey, we miss. My favorite part about it is that he does bounce back here, which is, hey, we got 3rd and 4, right? We got 3rd and 4. We got our backside slant. Tampa, they're in straight cover 1, which means we got man-to-man across the board. And then they've got this deep guy who's our center fielder, right? Center fielder means, hey, nobody deeper than you. They're going to kind of play to where, they think the quarterback's eyes are going. But we're just going to work this backside one-on-one slant. Zach does a great job. Watch his eyes where he puts his eyes front side first and then works back to it. So it's not like if that safety is hyper aggressive and wants to scream downfield, he can't do it because of the eye placement. And then we deliver a really good, what we would call like a body up throw where, hey, we're going to put that football to where they have to go through our receiver to make a play on this. Really good pitch and catch. Big 3rd down conversion. So that's, hey, a bounce back, which you really love to see. This one's bad too. This one's one of those where it's like, man, we just got to get off this because of how they're playing it. So listen, we're trying to throw this backside stop route. What we have paired with it is you've got just this kind of, we would call it a cricket 9, where it's, hey, you're trying to get to that opposite hash on a vertical. I think they pair it with like a dig. We've got to just get to that front side concept versus working the backside stop, because I want you guys, we're going to watch this play a couple times, but first watch this backer scream out underneath that. And he goes and makes a play on it. Like, listen, that to me, that's a heck of a play by that backer, which is why it's like, we got to get off this and then we got to start working this concept where it's like, okay, we're going to try to fit it in here, or we're going to try to hit this cross. Like, none of them are easy throws, but we've got to get off this because of this backer. Either that or we got to flat out beat him with the football, which would require us speeding up our drop and identifying that he's going to fly out there. But how do you really ID that until post snap, right? It's really got to be one of those where it's, hey, post snap ID. I just think that linebacker makes a heck of a play, and I think we've got to get off it and try to navigate to that cricket 9. This one's great, man. We're just working the pocket. We're going to let this search route. We've got this, our inside guy in the bunch going to work vertical. He's on like a basic. Our outside guy's on a little search route where it's like, hey, man, we're going to give you room to navigate, okay? You've got to get open. You read this thing 1 to 2. Zach does a great job of hanging on this first progression and letting his guy work, navigating the pocket, and then ripping a dime. That is really good quarterback play, in my opinion. That's what you love to see. You love to see the receiver, too, continuing on, right? Continuing on so that we can fit this thing in. Look at this. Watch him continue on, right? Where Zach now is buying time. Look at him start to buy time. Deliver a strike as he's fading back. So those are the little flashes, too, where it's like, man, that's the Zach Wilson we were all excited about, you know? This one I marked good with a decision because it's like we've got stick nod where you normally read this thing 1 to 2. We've got a tough coverage look, man. So it's like he's going to end up working this backside out route, which I just don't mind. Because it's like we have, you know, we've got the bracket here. We're going to have man here. Could you hang that Okie return? Could you hang the Okie twist? Sure, you could. It's just like he gets the ball out. He takes what the defense gives him. So normally I'd be like, hey, let's hang that concept. But I think with Zach and things we've seen him struggle with where we do hang things a little too long and then we force the football, I think seeing him just making a quality decision is something Jets fans should be excited about, you know, because that's the growth that you'd want to see from the young quarterback. This is where we start to, we have a little 3-clip or a really 2-clip run here where we get exactly what we thought Zach Wilson would be. All right, team, I hope you enjoyed this YouTube breakdown. There are more clips over on Patreon, so please consider going and checking it out. We've got free trials over there just in case you guys aren't ready to buy. You're like, hey, Tim, I want to see what it's all about first. But it would be a huge, huge help to me as I try to grow this channel and grow the production value and everything like that if you would be willing to support by signing up for Patreon. So please go check out the Patreon account. I think the film showed that Zach still has his issues. I'd love to say, man, I think it's a full-blown progression. Like, man, I think he is dialed in, but I just don't think he's there yet. But I got 2 more clips for you over on our Patreon account. Please go check those out. If you don't want to, I completely understand. Hit that subscribe button for me. And until next time, peace.